tree. The last weekend of summer, the empire at our fingertips, the autumn to discover. If I would have had the worthiness to be the perfect lover, would you stay under the willow tree when I asked if you would be? Would you be my Valentine?
It's not that I've given up on romantic love. So many of the movies I grew up watching were falling in love stage, meeting, falling in love, and getting together.
I could sit around and wait all day. You lay easy on my mind. Like a candle I just burn away.
But there was a difference this week as I've been thinking about my grandmother who passed away a couple weeks ago. As I met with family members to celebrate her life, I felt this new space opening in my heart, and just from watching like a long-term love, not only between my grandparents, but love from mother to child, sister to brother, aunt and uncle to niece and nephew, and lifelong friends that were treated like family. We still do see them as family.
I don't wanna waste it on anybody. Take it with anybody but you.
Valentine's Day has always been so much attached to whether or not you had that special someone. And here I am missing a special someone who isn't a romantic attachment at all. Someone who I care for deeply and admire so much. And I miss her so much.
They used to say, seeking you will find.
So what is Valentine's Day for me going forward? Well, in Puerto Rico, where I served my mission, Valentine's Day is sometimes called Dia de Amor y Amistad. Translated, it means Day of Love and Friendship. I like that a little bit more. And I've decided if I live in a country that values love and even has a holiday for it, I want it to be a love that goes beyond romantic love, to the very heart, this long-term love that I saw in my grandmother and my loved ones that surrounded me this last week. And the very heart of it, I think, is these kind things, these simple things, like a smile, a kind note, asking, how can I help you today? Without even being a sales associate, just doing it. So today I'm sharing a few Valentine's Day ideas, but I hope this Valentine's Day you take a good long look at those that surround you in romantic and non-romantic ways and say the things that feel strange to say and have the courage to say them now, whether in a note or a card or just in word. Don't wait to lose someone before you share how much they mean to you. Here are my 2025 Valentine's Day ideas. First, I'm starting with a plan. When God created the world and before the prophets wrote that for God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten son, and before Jesus even came to this earth to die and rise again, God made a plan. He made a plan for us to show his love, this everlasting love. And so that's what I'm starting with. I'm going to sit down and take the time to plan. This is like particularly hard for me for some reason. I don't like to sit down and plan things, but things go so much better when I actually do this. So I'm going to write down 3 categories of people I definitely want to show appreciation for, maybe a top 10, I don't know. And then I'll list more below if I have enough time and resources to give. First, of course, is family. My kids have been begging me to make these wind chimes their grandma gave them, so first thing is spending the time to make that with them. I also know they love energy bites, so I'm gonna make a few of those and surprise them with them. What would my husband like? We've never been big on doing grand gestures, usually just a nice note. I think that this year I want to do something a little extra special. Not huge, but he really loves biking, so I'm going to try to find him some sort of gadget that would work great with biking. I have no idea what. So I'm asking a friend who also has a husband that loves to bike to see if he has any good ideas. But that was just one thing that came to me, and I'm going to write a little note, of course, to share with him the appreciation that I have for the things he did for me this last year. And as for individual notes, one of them really loves Lord of the Rings and the other really, really loves Harry Potter. So I'm going to try and either make some Valentines or find some with a play on words that they'll appreciate and hopefully make them laugh. I don't know. I'm going to see what I can find. Second category is friends, and I have friends that I miss from moving away, but I want to focus on my closest friends first. A few of them, I know their favorite treat, and so I'm going to try to make it if I have the time. If not, I'll just buy them something. But whatever I can give them, I want to, because they truly have been there for me so much, especially this last year with my house flooding and just other emotional difficulties. I've been so grateful to have good friends this year, so I want to show them that I appreciate them. And I can't forget my friends who live far away. So I'm going to at least try to send them a funny Valentine that hopefully will brighten their day. The last category, neighbors, is one that's really fun for me because I gave up on Christmas gifts, like neighbor gifts at Christmas time. It's just December is too stressful for me. So I decided Valentine's Day would be a great time to express appreciation in the same way, giving them a little something. I used this idea a few years ago, but since Costco has some great Cara oranges again this year, I'm going to give our closest neighbors these oranges with a little note. If you like this post, I'm going to post it in the community section, or I think it's called post section, without our names, so you can use it if you like, but I'm not sure how it will show up. I don't know if you can download it or not, or if you want, you can just take a screenshot of it, or of course you can make your own. But it's a fun idea, and I think it's a little change from just chocolates. But as always, I think the play on words is always a fun thing for Valentine's Day. So let your creative juices flow. And if you think of something better, write it down below. I'd love to hear what you end up doing. It was right about this time I thought I should really focus this next week on what each member of my family would really appreciate that day that would help them feel loved. So I had a few more ideas. Decorating a Valentine's Day box seems like it's becoming less popular these days, but I think it would be a really fun thing to do with the kids and let them buy their own trinkets for their class or something. They might even enjoy making their own Valentines. I think that we did do that one year. One thing we did the last 2 years are, I guess I'm going to call them heart compliments, where I cut out a ton of hearts, and if someone had something nice they wanted to tell someone, they would write it on the heart and hang it on the wall, and then we read them, like we take them all down on Valentine's Day and read them. And I love that tradition, so I think we're going to continue that. So these were just a few ideas, but no matter the way you show appreciation, just please show it. I can't tell you how many years I've handed out things to strangers who told me that their loved ones hadn't given them anything that day. And it's not only about giving on the holiday, I know, but just having a thoughtful note, I think, would make a world of difference to whoever's around you. Flowers and chocolate are nice, but for this upcoming week, maybe we can all think about doing things that our loved ones would truly appreciate, which kind of makes me think about charity. God said charity is the pure love of Christ, and it's not something that we just have. We have to seek it as a spiritual gift. So I guess that's for me. I'm going to pray this week to have the gift of charity, to notice opportunities, to show love, to give time and love that's appreciated, and get to the temple, which reminds me, I need to go schedule an appointment for the temple. Thank you so much for watching. I want to express appreciation and love to all of you. To those who've been with me since the very beginning, thank you so much for watching, for being here with me. And to those of you who've been watching my videos and sharing them for a while, thank you. And to those of you who found me today and watched until this moment, you watched till the end of the video, thank you so much. I just want to let you know that God loves you, and He knows that you have the capacity to grow through and rise above any difficulties that come your way in this year. So turn to Christ. Show him your faith. He is the everlasting Father, the Prince of Peace. And I know that as you draw closer to him, you'll feel an extra special love this Valentine's Day. So from me to you, happy Valentine's Day, and we'll see you next week. Thanks for watching. Bye, guys.